Yeah, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I suppose, it's just a massive honour. It's a privilege. It makes me feel very, very proud. I'm glad I'm sharing in that moment with my children and my family. It's one of those things when you look back at it, it's sort of so many wonderful players have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. The Allan Border medals I've been to see these great names being read out and people speak about these players in such high regard. It's sort of very hard to, I don't really quite believe it at the moment that I'm getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I feel very proud of it, but I'm sure it's something I'll look back on and share it with my family and my children as they're growing up. It'll be a special moment, so I'm looking forward to it. But yes, I'm very, very surprised about it. I didn't expect it at all. So it was a nice surprise, and once again, I feel very, very proud. Yeah, it's a real surprise to be in amongst such a small group of players that have been already inducted into the Hall of Fame. The Allan Border medals that I've attended, and listening to the people getting up there and talking about these guys that played a long time ago, were wonderful cricketers in their time. Watching some of these guys growing up as kids and pretending I was them in the backyard with my brother, to join such a small company is a real privilege and an honour, and something I'm very proud of. Well, I've been very lucky to have so many wonderful moments and achievements from playing in the Australian cricket team. I played with a wonderful group of guys. We managed to win everywhere, home and away. We became the #1 team in the world for a long period of time. So there was so many wonderful achievements we achieved as a team, but I suppose my personal highlight was my first Test match in 1991-92, walking out in the Sydney Cricket Ground, looking up at the scoreboard and saying, "Congratulations, Shane Warne, you're the 350th Test cricketer to play for Australia." It just showed me there wasn't a lot of players that have represented Australia, and it was a massive honour to actually be playing there. So that's probably my standout highlight. As a team, my favourite tours were the '93 Ashes tour and the '94 tour to South Africa for the first time. After apartheid and all the problems that South Africa had, to go back there in '94 was an amazing experience. Winning World Cups, Ashes series. I've been very, very lucky to play in a wonderful era of Australian cricket and make so many friendships. Yeah, I think it's an exciting time for Australian cricket. I think what we've seen this summer, India came out and Australia played extremely well. There's a lot of bowlers around. You need bowlers to take 20 wickets. So I think it's an exciting time for Australian cricket, and I think in the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to see Australia surge back to #1 team in the world. I think Michael Clarke's leadership has been fantastic. I'm not biased, even though he's one of my closest friends and best friends. I'm not biased at all because I give him a probably pretty hard time. So I ride him hard and try and help him where I can. But I'm excited, and I think everyone is watching the Australian cricket team play now under Michael Clarke. Well, it's a tough one. There's been so many wonderful players that do well over the last 12 months. Who's going to win the Allan Border medal? Well, I think it's going to be a real tough one. I think Peter Siddle's going to be up there. I think Michael Clarke will be up there. It's a tough one. I think this year is probably more open than any other year. So I think there's a lot of people out there that could probably win it. So I'm sure everyone will be excited to see who's going to be the Allan Border medalist for 2012. Yeah, I think we've got an exciting bunch of young players playing for Australia in the domestic competition this year. I think the standout players for me were probably Mitchell Marsh. I think if we don't rush him, we're patient with him, encourage him, let him body develop and start to get a bit more experience, then I think he's going to be a real superstar of cricket. I think David Warne, it was great to see him playing Test cricket this year. I've always said that I thought he could play all forms of the game. So David Warne and Mitchell Marsh, those two guys have been the standout for me, and I hope they go on to big things. Yeah, playing for the Melbourne Stars this year was it was really exciting. The main reason for coming out of retirement, I suppose, to playing the Big Bash was to help Australian cricket start something fresh, something new, franchise-based cricket. It was really exciting to play with some young players and impart your knowledge onto those younger guys. So I was excited by that. Whether I'm going to play next year or not, I don't think so, but who knows, I might. Eddie can be quite a persuasive man, But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed being mic'd up and trying to help the public out there understand what we were thinking when we were bowling and what was going on in the game. So it was a great concept for us. You know, I thought we underachieved a bit. I thought we had the best team in the competition, so we made the semis, but hopefully next year we can go one better. And you know, I'm sure I'll be part of it somewhere, whether I'm playing or not. We'll see how it all pans out.